as we gear up for the men's NCAA final tonight, the women's tournament has a new champion this morning.
UConn defeated South Carolina with a final score of 82-59. USC hoping for their third national title in 4 years, but the Huskies dominated, winning the first national championship since 2016 and 12th title overall.
Tonight, it's the men's turn, the final game of the season as Florida goes up against Houston.
Both teams coming off two incredible comebacks to advance to the championship game. WCNC Charlotte Sports Director Nick Carboni now live from San Antonio. And Nick, some have called this the best Final Four in years after those two major rallies to seal a championship spot. I would only argue that my bracket was very pretty on Friday, and it is not as of this morning.
Did you have Duke and Auburn in the title game, Ben? Because that's exactly what I had. So I crumpled my bracket up and I threw it in the river here at the Riverwalk. No, I didn't. Just kidding. So we're gonna break down this big game tonight. And you're right. 4 number-1 seeds entered the Final Four here in San Antonio. That has not happened since 2008. Also, the Final Four in San Antonio. So while the tournament this year was kind of void of those Cinderella teams that we love every year, and it was kind of all chalk, as they say. The best seeds kind of advanced round to round. It's still been it's made for a great Final Four already with these power programs. So we're going to break down Houston and Florida over the next couple hours here on WCNC Plus. And I want to start with Houston because they're kind of becoming the team to root for the Carolinas because of their head coach, Kelvin Sampson, as we talked about at 6:30 on WCNC Charlotte, his ties to the Carolinas, his basketball journey. But he's got one of the best teams in America. He's got the best defense in America. Houston has won 18 straight games. They've won 31 of 32. He's actually got the winningest program in college basketball over the course of the last 7 seasons. And talk about that defense. Duke found out Saturday night how good that defense is. They did not score a field goal for the final 10 and a half minutes of that semifinal matchup. And then Houston with that remarkable comeback. They scored 9 points in 33 seconds to come back from what was a 14-point deficit in that second half. So let's hear from Kelvin Sampson on the comeback and playing for his first title and Houston's first title tonight.
Yeah, just real proud of our guys from just being able to hang in there and wait for something good to happen. Sometimes if you keep playing and you get an opportunity, then you're in a position to do something with it. But if you don't have the right mindset or the right maturity, I think that's why coaches are constantly searching for some kind of advantage. Either from the personnel you have on the floor, personnel they may have on the floor. Where do we have an advantage? We used Emmanuel Sharp last night in the pick and roll because we felt he had the best chance to get in the paint and get the ball in the rim. If we get the ball in the rim, we thought we could offensive rebound it. But it comes down to Roberts makes the 2 free throws. But our defense was really good there about the last 10 minutes or so. So I was proud of them for hanging in there. And, our lives are so consumed by our next game, your next game. And I'm glad last night was not our last game, that we do have a next game. And that's a good thing for this group because I've enjoyed coaching this team.
Yeah, and it's going to be remarkable if Kelvin Sampson wins the national championship tonight, given all he's been through as a coach. He got in trouble with the NCAA for kind of stuff that you can do now. He's been in Indiana, Oklahoma, and now he's had a great run at Houston. And Houston's never won a national championship. It would be their first as well. And if Sampson wins at 69 years old, he'd be the oldest head coach to ever win a Division I national basketball championship. Guys, I know there's a lot of concern out there for the sports guy being up so early, but I want to tell you we're fine. And we're fine because this amazing place here on the Riverwalk that's open 24/7 called the Alamo Biscuit Company. I don't know if Kevin can peek in and see these massive cinnamon rolls we just got from there. They're open 24/7. They're fueling us with snacks and coffee. So we're going to take a few of these down before our next hit on the live stream, and hopefully not have that sugar crash. But the coffee's keeping us awake now for sure.
You know, I was thinking about that because it is Central Time, so it's indeed an hour earlier for you there, Nick. Yeah, be careful with that, sir. Really
Thank you for your service.
You'll definitely have to get some good breakfast tacos as someone who's from there as well.
Yeah, I don't know if this will sustain us, but we're going to try them anyway.
Looks yummy.
Nick, real quick, before you eat your Texas-sized pastry, I caught the end of that Duke game. You've seen so many basketball games. Would you say that that was probably one of the greatest comebacks you've ever seen in all of basketball? What's your opinion, man? That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was remarkable. So consider this, and this is kind of the two sides of March Madness, right? It was the 5th largest comeback in Final Four history by Houston. So you flip that around, it's the 5th largest blown lead in the Final Four by Duke. And I think I saw a stat yesterday that it took Houston something like 10 minutes to score 9 points in the first half, and then they scored 9 points in 33 seconds to close that game out. Unbelievable comeback.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so wild. We were just saying, like, my husband always says to me, anything can happen in 1 minute, and 9 points in like 30-something seconds. That's incredible.
How many people went to bed? How many people went to bed? I mean, just everybody thought it was wrapped up.
The sports guy wakes up early one morning and gets a gold star and biscuits. We do it every day for years and years and years. And he thinks it's violent courage or something like that.
I don't know who you got to talk to for that one, Ben.
I clearly need better connections like Nick Carboni.
Definitely.
Nick, thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
He deserves it.
He does.
He does indeed. The
Great.
beautiful Riverwalk there. We have to talk about it in San Antonio. That's just gorgeous. And you're from the area, yes?
Yes, I've been to a lot of places on the Riverwalk. It was likely a very, very busy weekend over there. I'm sure Duke fans even stuck around to hang around in the weekend.
It looked like a soundstage. It didn't even look real. It was very pretty.
So it's usually not that quiet, clearly.
No, there's always something happening.
Yeah.
And tonight, I'm sure.